you got to do is you just got to keep telling yourself, like, I'm going to do better this series. You got to have confidence. You play with confidence, you'll play better. If you sit there and you constantly think you're going to play worse, it just affects your play. This game, in a sense, too, is just a mind game.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like whatever your mindset is. So that's just what you need for the Gosu guys. I mean, you have a lot to be proud of. You lose this match, oh, well, you bounce back. You said they're going to the loser's bracket, correct?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they lose this one, they go to the loser's bracket, make a run. I mean, you qualify for the pool play spot. That's something you can take away from it, but the loser's bracket run is always there for you to try to go. I mean, but like we said, it is a pretty stacked open bracket.
Yeah, it's definitely a struggle down there, to say the least. I mean, there are some talented teams who are, I imagine, pretty angry that they aren't going to be qualifying necessarily for the top bracket for now, at least the winner's bracket for the time being. One of those teams actually being envious from this pool phase, already guaranteed to make it out. So if you guys are just joining us or just joining here over on the Bravo stream, like we mentioned, it's currently Gosu Crew going up against the side of Elevate. Winner of this series, well, I believe most likely, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like almost positive that the winner of this game does end up getting out in that second position. Team who loses will be placed in the losers bracket out from each group. And like we mentioned, a lot of talented teams down in that losers bracket. I mean, I think it's been a while since we've seen both Optic Gaming and Team Envious and this team. Like, I don't know.
Can you imagine if that would have happened like last year at some point?
Oh my! This MLG Vegas has been absolutely absurd, and not in a bad way, but just like the amount of teams that you thought would do well. You know, game modes, players kind of rising to the occasion. It's just been totally different. Like. And I really don't know. Like, I think I was watching a game, I forget what it was, but it was like Allegiance who was beating Luminosity, and I was like, okay, that's kind of strange. And I turn over and like Optics getting 3-0'd by who did they just get 3-0'd by? Oh, by Enigma 6, and Enigma 6 just after that, like 3-0'd someone else. Like, I'm like, what is going on here? Like, what is Vegas? What is going on?
Dude, those Enigma 6 guys are no joke. I mean, I wasn't here super early in the morning, but I was here to watch their match against Orbit. They beat Orbit. They went on, and I believe they 3-0'd Rise Nation, and then now they just threw it off to Gaming. Like, you sit there and like that's the glory of like open bracket, right? You have so many of these teams that are just trying to fight through, and you get to see. I mean, they're guys that we've known about for a while because obviously before the age rule came into play, these guys were competing in almost every event. So like we know of these guys, but like making a return in such a big way. I mean, what kind of way would you want? Like 3-0ing Rise Nation, who's had such a good tournament thus far, and then 3-0 Optic Gaming, who haven't had the greatest of tournaments so far, very under practice coming and haven't played very much. But hey, we're hopping right into this one, and we're right on board with Pristini.
Yeah, there's actually a little bit of an opening break that the Elevate side could have potentially made, but no time to talk about that. It seems that already 4 of them going down. Pristini going to be on the flank, has no idea that these players are going to be here. Him and his teammate kind of watching over. The pass comes through, and just like that, a 2-point play. Huge stuff coming in from the side of TGC is that opening break when you're spawning on China side is absolutely lethal. So with that in mind, that's not going to be happening. But it seems another push on the opposite side here from Zed. So a nice response on the overextension. Elevate does seem to soar, as early within the first 45 seconds, we already have a game tied up at 2.
And the relay is going to be coming in. So watch Zed, like I said, he's going to be that guy who's going to be pushing into the enemy base and trying to slay him out. It is unfortunately going to be shut down by the guys from the Gosu Crew. We're going to go try tossing it over the building, trying to go for the 1, but that is going to go for that automatic reset. So on board with Zed once again. Let's see what he's going to be able to do here. Going to throw 1 grenade out. Another kill follows that up. It's going to be Drama being taken out. So now 2 players up for the side of Gosu Crew.
Shot coming in toward middle. Zed able to win that gunfight. Player just to his left over in orange. Not able to win that one. So really going up through that side street, having 1 lead blocker that is going to be Zed. We talked about how talented of a slayer that he really is, but end up dropping, it seems, as Watson still looking from afar. To that side, but it seems that it's not going to go through. Elevate end up dropping 3, so potentially a defensive play turning into an offensive one as the boys from TGC start to throw that drone forward as they look to maybe to potentially rally and then get a few kills here.
Definitely Zed going to be positioned in the lobby area. He's going to spot 1, will be taken out, so now that is 2 down. They can try to make a play with this drone if they absolutely want to. It's going to be RCD's picking it up. They're going to be favoring this this garden side, going for the 1-point toss, and it's going to be Zed with the interception coming in right there. Going to be followed up with a couple kills from his teammates. So once again, it's been Elevate just putting this aggression on, not right from the get-go because we saw the Gosu Crew get the 2-point play, but ever since then, it's just been all Elevate.
That was such a smart play from Zed there. Of course, he's able to get the huge block, and he's able to reset. He realizes the player's just to his left. He's like, my teammate's not around me. I'm just going to throw it down the middle, and let's try to get a push out of this one. And obviously, in unison, he ends up dropping, but a good overall play for the team as Watson is going to realize they have this drone in the back of their base. If they need to, they can obviously throw that one off the map if it gets a little bit too close. Instead of TGC trying to hold steady, trying to push forward, and Watson's going to go on the outside. He's able to barely make it around that corner. Zed watching through his middle, and Watson might be able to escape with this one for the time being.
Definitely is. Reedy is going to be there for the support, just camping behind the corner, and that's smart communication there, just telling that there's going to be somebody coming from my back. Don't contest it, wait for him to come to us. Now Watson getting ready to go for the 2-point play here. Is he going to be able to get it? Yes, he is, and he's going to be able to pick up the kill there too. So Elevate going up by 2 points. 4-2 is the score. Drone currently being reset. It looks like there's going to be a gunfight going down here between Zed and Drama.
Yeah, just overall veteran plays when it comes down to the Elevate side. I mean, like I said, they know exactly what they're doing. Watson threw that drone back to the middle after Zed did. They're playing the lanes correctly. They're not playing super aggressive. They realize that, hey, we're the better slaying team, but we could easily get, 2-0 comeback. I mean, this is the thing that's happened throughout this tournament. It's not out of the question. I mean, C9, I think in every series they've went down to Game 5 after our team was up 2-0, so they realize the stakes at hand. They're obviously very gracious to be out of that dastardly open bracket and to pool play, and they're trying to obviously make Team EU proud as that drone gets thrown toward their back statue. They might actually just be playing for time right now. I like this play from them. I mean, they're not playing super aggressive. They're waiting for a teammate to get through, but Reedy ends up dropping in. That passive play could actually be their own demise. One player's there, but Watson shuts down 3. One more player alive, and Drama also falls. So what seems to be a fantastic push from TGC ends up in their own demise, and now it's going to be Elevate who are forcing their way through.
Definitely is Zed going to be in control of the drone once more. He's going to be met by 2 players trying to go for the throw over top. Going to be reset once again. So now, if you're Gosu crew, this is where you need to get aggressive, get that lobby control, and try to make something happen with the drone. Push it out through the gas side, try to make something happen that way as well. I mean, it's just all a sense of, all uplink is just wrapping the drone, just being patient with it, following your teammates, making sure you're not trying to force anything. But that is now going to be 4 players down for the side of Elevate, and it's going to be Drama. Should be run home for a free dunk right here.
Yeah, a much needed play there coming in from TGC, as shots coming in there from Gunless, as he actually does have a gun and he's currently on a 4-spree, so a little bit of a different name there, but Zed going to toss that drone forward. I believe it's actually a little bit of a mess pass, but Zed able to recover regardless. The rebound comes in and the dunk does as well, so nice transition coming in from the Elevate side as they say, you guys got 2 points, well, we'll match it as well. So it seems that the last 20 seconds, Elevate going to have an opportunity to go for a last-second score. Drone going to be in Reedy's hands. Players have tried this shot many times, but can he go for it? It seems it is going to go through, so the nice slide narrowly is able to get that one through. It easily could have hit the side of that building, but nice overall composition from the Elevate side as they're going to have a 3-point advantage after these first 5 minutes.
That was a very, very nice tight shot there to close out the half. 7-4 in favor of Team Elevate. Gosu crew putting up a pretty good fight, though. It's not as much of a ball as I thought it was going to be, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that they're fighting back. It's not that they're playing super passively. I think it's also a really good play from, or a really good strategy from the side of Elevate. There are many times where they could have pushed out of the lane, but they're saying, you know what, we don't have numbers. Let's throw the drone in our back statue. Let's play this passively, and let's just get a scoring opportunity out of it. You know, a number of different plays coming from Watson. Zed, who was on a massive spree, throws that drone out in the middle. They're playing very, very well, but Gosu crew has obviously responded in their own regard. Of course, sides do switch. We'll have another 5 minutes, potentially the last 5 minutes of this entire series. TGC, at least your championship run could be out of the question. Of course, neither team being eliminated, but going to the loser's bracket is without a doubt a question. And Drama saying, we don't want to go down to that loser's bracket. We're going to hop in and get the first 2 points of this side. As the first 30 seconds already go through, and now TGC is only down by 1 point.
Yeah, they definitely are. And they had a nice little setup going there, but the 2 double push from the side of Elevate was able to shut down that little setup that they had going. But now the players from Elevate storming and charging out of their base, trying to make something happen with the drone. It's going to be positioned right outside here of Ticket. The Fletcher grenade is going to be going over to Statue. He's going to be able to find one. That is Watson. See if he can find any more. His teammate Shawnee's going to be able to pick up another. Can he find the kill on Drama? No, but Drama is going to be able to take him out. The drone still reset right in the middle of the map. It's going to be Reedy. He's going to be taking this one out, trying to go for a run. They should be able to get a 1-point toss up here. Let's see how good his aim is. Has he been practicing? No, it's actually going to go over top, and the drone is going to be sat on the ground, but his teammate's going to be right there to follow it up.
What a play from Elevate. They realize the drone is down. The player gets shot from the side. The Hornet comes to play, and then Dunk does as well, as it will be now a 3-point advantage. The shots coming in, and Pristini can actually get this one out as well. Tosses that one through, and a big play there from Pristini. Shuts down one, gets shot down from the side, but still a good momentum play there from the side of TGC, just trying to get that drone out of their base, but in the end it was Elevate who get that score, and they're currently up 3.
Yep, and the payloads are going to start coming in soon. The player that we need to watch, though, is going to be Pristini. He's getting very, very close to that overdrive. We know how beneficial that can be in uplink, but Zed is going to be in control of the drone. They're going to be pushing this gas side. Pristini's able to shut down one. That doesn't. Why would you pop the overdrive?
Kind of a frustration for us as well, but Zed obviously realizing he's going to be in the long-range gunfight, throws that one for a few yards, and is going to win his team a little bit of time. So yeah, why would you run the overdrive in this situation? You know, granted, I think he thought it was going to be a 1v1. He gets the kill, then he can kind of move forward with the drone. But it's such a risky situation because you don't know. There's no communication being uttered. But the shot comes in, and what a beautiful toss there from Reedy. The uplink is able to go through the EU teams without question. They've been practicing a few of those tosses in unison. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds left as they're going to toss that drone down here over in gas, realizing that they have the lead. They also have what seems to be a huge advantage with that. Reedy going to rock that overdrive. He can actually get on the overextension. There's going to be one player in his path, but he could easily get a 1-point opportunity potentially here. And he just rounds the corner if he can get through this. Maybe go on a wall run. He could have a 1-point play, but he just gets shut down. And that'll be a much needed defensive play there from Gosu.
Yep, definitely Gunless going to be in control of the drone now, trying to make something happen. They're going to go for this full wrap around. About to reach the 2-minute mark, and the score sitting pretty good for Team Elevate, 10-6. Let's see what they're going to be able to do here. Like we said, it's just been the aggressiveness from Team Elevate, just constant pressure on the guys from Gosu, and it's getting pretty overwhelming for him. Drone just kind of being tossed back and forth. Watson going to be the last player left up, so let's see if he's just going to be able to slay out and to help his team. Drone's still going to be on this top AC area. Now this is the time where we need to see the Gosu crew start to make something happen. You just have to think, if maybe Prestini still had that overdrive, they could have a 2-point play by now.
That's a really good point to kind of bring up. I mean, maybe the rigs or the payload's kind of being wasted already. And Zed going on the wall run. He wants to, but he has to settle for a 1-point toss, and that one's going to be intercepted by Arcides. They've got to move the drone forward. Arcides, who's had a slow series up to this point, has got to make something happen. And due to the fact that he has such a low KD right now, a lot of few kills, he's not even close to earning that active camo, and probably won't be the rest of this game. But he needs to go for the 1-point toss. That's going to be, I believe, intercepted. What a huge play coming in from Elevate. The defensive plays are going to stop that one from happening, and that could be the nail in the coffin for this entire series.
The EU playing a little bit of cornerback. They're getting all these interceptions right here, and Zed has been the guy who's been doing so, just tossing the drone forward. 55 seconds left. It is still possible for the Gosu crew, but they need to get a rally going. Ball going to be tossed right into China. Zed going to be there to pick it up, trying to go for the 1-point toss. He is going to connect. God, he's been on point. He's got 5 tosses in this game.
Elevate are firing on all cylinders. I mean, that's just the way to bring it up. I mean, the hard point was a struggle without question for TGC, but I don't mean to kind of call someone out, but I mean, Arcides has had such a rough series of this entire thing. I mean, S&D, I don't think he played very well. Hard point, he went 9-28. In this game, he's 15-23, and honestly, he's a massive player. I mean, giving him the active camo, I mean, your active camo and your overdrive players are so important when it comes down to it, because a lot of the time, those are guaranteed 1, if not 2-point plays. So the fact that he's not even slaying, but give him the active camo role, he doesn't even earn that. So in some cases, we also saw the overdrive be wasted earlier. We saw the active camo not even come into play. It seems that maybe if the rigs were kind of in use for the side of TGC, they might not even have a chance to close this one out. But unfortunately for them, that's going to be the hot 3-0 coming in from the side of Elevate, as they, and also I believe alongside of FaZe, are going to be coming out of this group A. If you're still a fan of, I believe, both Envy and TGC, no worries, because it's still going to be having to fight through that loser's bracket.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, we brought it before the game when we talked to the management of the Gosu crew. It was Arcides giving himself a hard time, and now you see again not having the strongest series. Couldn't slay in the hard point, didn't do very good in the search and destroy, couldn't do it. I mean, he got a lot more kills in uplink than he did in hard point, so that's one thing you can kind of take away from it. But like you said, the active camo player, they need to be getting a lot of these kills. They need to be doing a lot of objective work